morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels. Slink here. Welcome to another jump day video. Didn't have a great practice last week, but that's all right. I kind of felt like, my goal for this training cycle was to grip 16 feet by any means necessary. And imposing, goals are good, but imposing something on yourself where you're like, I have to do this by any means necessary, and then you have an obstacle, it kind of throws you off. I think I should know better than to be so hard-nosed about I am going to do this 100%. That's the goal, but at the end of the day, what matters most in these practices is just keeping the flow of my jumps from practice to practice. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna get flowy with it. And what else is new? Yeah, I released an EP. For those who don't know, an EP is an extended player, not quite an album. It's usually 2 to 4 songs. So the EP I released is called I'm Not a Tool for You. It's pretty good. I made 3 songs all in one project file, and I'm using a lot of the same sounds but constructing them in different patterns. The drums are the same. The drums are kind of basic, but they groove and I flow on them. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But what I'm kind of realizing when it comes to releasing music, or this is a good practice for it, is you have to create a moment when releasing new music that gets people intrigued. For the most part, I've always just been dropped a new song and nobody really cared. But this, I'm it follows an entire aesthetic. I'm going with this black and white noir grunge thing, black t-shirts, sunglasses. The instrumentals are grungy. I'm releasing things in kind of more stages, and I have a performance next weekend that kind of leads up to it. So people are like, hold up. I'm capturing, or I'm utilizing a period of time in which this music release is taking place. And I actually got a little bump in listeners in the past few days, which I think is cool. But release the album. I'm gonna release the music video for Not a Tool for You probably mid next week. But I need to just make I already have the instrumentals, but I want to tune them so they're the live versions of my songs. I don't really do backing tracks unless it's for emphasis, but I'll do vocal layers to emphasize certain parts sometimes. And I'm gonna figure out the best way to add it to my set. And 2 days ago, so I made these Slink flyers. I printed some higher quality ones, 15 of them on cardstock, and I drove around Houston to a bunch of different coffee shops. I just called, and every coffee shop that had a board, or they allowed music posters to be put up, I went there and put it up. It's pretty cool. And then I also, of course, put them up where I worked. I wonder how many people will actually take notice of it. I feel like my design is pretty good. It's more simple and understandable than most music posters. I see a lot of music posters and I'm just bro, what am I even looking at right now? But this one is, I think, pretty solid. It's just Slink time. I'm a barista rapper. You get it. And I kind of realized, hey, you know what else I could do? I could order business cards with just my Spotify on them, a cool picture of me on front. Be Houston rapper, Slink, flip it over, check out my music, and people can just scan it, and I can carry these with me everywhere I go, like everywhere I go, and just like leave them behind. I'm talking like go to a coffee shop, boom, leave it at the table before I leave. Go to Memorial Park, I go to the bathroom, I just like leave it on the sink or something. So that way people just see it and they're like, they take a second look at it, oh, what is that? And if they want some fresh music, boom, scan it. That's all they gotta do. I don't know. I'm always just trying to try new things, try new advertising for like my photography or my music. Just gotta constantly advertise and try stuff. You never know what's gonna land, what's gonna stick. But yeah, this will be a good practice. Beautiful morning. These mornings have been getting a bit cooler, which I'm very grateful for. But oh yeah, I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna catch y'all after. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you. All right, practice went pretty well. Again, nothing like stupendous. But I had some decent straight pulls. I'm kind of realizing, hey, I need to remember to swing all the way to the other side of the pole and not cut it short to try and do some little fancy turn thing. So I need to keep reinforcing that in the coming weeks. And then I went to 12-step on the 15 185 to try and remind myself, hey, you need to make big space after realignment. Just make some big space and swing through it. And I did it to, I did it like okay, and I was moving the pole. So that was activated. And then I was like, at first, when I first started practice, I wasn't feeling 16-step. I feel kind of beat, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I need to stop being a little bitch. So I went to 16-step, and it wasn't super fluid, but I was taking up jumps. But as I'm watching the video, I'm like getting more hyped. Like the video, I can see the areas where I need to be more snappy. And slowly throughout the practice, I was relaxing more into the approach and getting the flow of it. I just need to come ready to activate that flow sooner. Because once I'm in it, I'm feeling really good. I'm like, shit, I can take jump after jump. I need to figure that out. But yeah, just light 85 is decent. The positions are not what I want in the air. And I think I had 2 like bailouts, not super great. But body's healthy. I just need to get the mind more primed. And the next practice will be the last practice of this training cycle, the 16-step training cycle, and I'm gonna sit down and see what we're gonna do. But I want to incorporate more drills here soon, because I think drills are the foundation of your technique. And I used to do them just so much. Like that is what my whole, love for the game was built on, was doing drills. And I've kind of strayed away from that. And I think to have this constant reinforcement and being involved with the visualization, I need to be doing drills every day, even if it's like just in my bedroom. So yeah, that's what we're gonna build on. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in a few days. Bye.